Opinions and stories around the game we love, told by your favorite storytellers. Stay up to date with all things cricket. Subscribe to Cricbuzz's YouTube channel and press that bell icon now.
Bharat, when Australia came here, they weren't considered overwhelming favorites at all. A lot of people said, "अरे बहुत aged लोग हैं, कुछ ज़्यादा senior player हैं." Has that opinion changed in the course of this tournament?
Yeah, I mean, at the start of the tournament, I was the only so-called expert in Australia who predicted they'll make it to the semi-finals. They used to laugh at me here. Radio show पे बुला के मुझे बुलवाते थे. They'd be like, yeah, that's great, mate. Great, Bharat. Different pronunciations every time, of course. But that's really good to hear. I don't think anybody else believes so. So yeah, great if it comes true. Sabne mera mazak udaya. But yeah, now it's changed. Like Aaron Finch said, like till yesterday we were just a bunch of old men. Now suddenly we are experienced. So this is how T20 cricket is. I think they have overachieved, even getting to the semi-finals, getting out of that group. It helped that West Indies played some really disappointing cricket. South Africa could have given them a run for their money, but yeah, it just for South Africa. And Australia are good at those things. Now they know how to get into the deeper end of a tournament. So yeah, but this itself is an overachievement. I think Manish, if not for what has happened with Justin Langer earlier this year, the pressure about his coaching and all that, they wouldn't have been so focused on it. My belief in an Ashes year, and one thing I've learned since I've moved here and covering that 2019 Ashes, it's just different. Yeah, the language they use around the Ashes, it's like or kuch hai. It's, it's very difficult to describe. Like I'd asked Steve Waugh before the last Ashes, like, can you explain, Steve, to the rest of the world, why is the Ashes so important? Usne aisa kuch bola, usne bola, look mate, at the end of the day, I can't put it into words why the Ashes is the most important thing ever, but it just is. So yeah, but I think because यहाँ पे भी papers are just saying the same thing. Okay, Justin, okay, JL, you get pass mark for getting to the semi-finals, but if you want to, kind of ensure that you get the next contract, तो जीतो. कप के साथ आओ, नहीं तो कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. Yeah.
While that's Bharat's view as a journo, he has some access to Australian opinion makers. But let's get an Indian fan view on Australian cricket. Abhijit and Irfan, एक खौफ रहा है Australian cricket का. We've all been scarred. Kids who grew up in the 90s, we all thought, wow, Australia. They were always been a force. But they seem to have sort of, gone off the boil a bit in the last few years. Yes, they won the World Cup, the ODI World Cup, but not really the same force. Irfan and Abhijit, what's your view on the changing times in Australian cricket?
So, honestly speaking, खौफ ना is just not the playing style and everything, but also a lot of other things. कैसे सुन रहे हो कि Simons और वो spear hunting पे जा रहे हैं, वो boar hunting जा रहे हैं, like shark infested waters पे swim करके निकल रहे, and हमारा like ऐसे hobbies तो life में सुने ही नहीं है. So all those kind of very intimidating things used to really scare us a lot about Australian